Hi, I'm Dr. Priya, Assistant Professor in Data Science, St. Joseph's College Autonomous, Tiruchirappalli. In this video, I'm going to share with you three fascinating things about variables in Python. But before that, what are variables? Variables are labeled containers that store data values. The first fascinating concept about variables in Python is dynamically typed. That is, we can assign different types of values to the same variable. Let us assign a numerical value 10 to a variable x, print it, the output is 10. Now assign the text hello to the variable x and print it, the output is hello. So we have assigned an integer to a variable x and then a string to the same variable without any issues. And for this reason, Python is called as dynamically typed. The next fascinating concept is variables as references. We often call variables as labeled containers for storing data values, but the truth is we should call them as variables as references to objects in memory. Let me clearly explain this through an example. Consider a variable x. Let us assign a value 5 to it. When this assignment is made, an integer object with the value 5 is created in memory and the variable x simply points to that integer object. Now, assign the variable x to the variable y. What happens now? Will another object be created in memory? Simply no. The variable y will also point to the same object as that of x. If we assign a value 10 to the variable y, Python creates a new integer object with the value 10 and y becomes a reference to it. Suppose if the statement y is equivalent to hello is executed, then Python creates a string object with the value hello. Y becomes a reference to it. There is no longer any reference to the integer object. So it is abandoned. It cannot be accessed anymore. And that means its lifetime is over. The next fascinating concept is garbage collection. Python has automatic garbage collection, that is, unused memory occupied by objects that are no longer referenced will be reclaimed by Python. In the previous example, the integer object is unused, that is not referenced by any other variable, and this object is a garbage which will be removed to reclaim the memory occupied by it. And this allotted memory can be used for something else. Summary. So I have taught you about how Python is dynamically typed and then what is actually variables as references and how the garbage collection process takes place. And there are other fascinating concepts about variables exist. I shall teach about them in the next video. Thanks for watching. Happy learning.